Okay, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Boyukan, and in my channel I love to talk about life in Canada, how to be a permanent resident in Canada, and how to apply to come in Canada. So anyway, today is very special because I have with me is Robert. He is an awesome guy, and I'm going to interview him because he is a born and raised Canadian in Alberta. He was born in Edmonton, right?
Whitecourt, Alberta.
Whitecourt, Alberta. So he was born in Alberta, but he moved to British Columbia in Vancouver. And how long you have been in living Vancouver?
Since early 1990s.
So you have been there like almost 30 years of his life. So anyway, the reason why I want to ask a question from him is because he lived in Vancouver almost half of his life, and I want him to share me the difference between Alberta and Vancouver, British Columbia. So okay, my first question to you, Robert, is what is the reason why you moved to Vancouver?
For the weather.
For the weather. Because in Alberta we have a longer winter, but in British Columbia you have a shorter winter, right? And
yes, and not very cold.
It's not very cold, and even though it's the snow comes, it's just melt.
It melts right away. It's gone
right away. Yeah. Okay. So can you tell me the most you love in Vancouver?
The sunny weather.
The sunny weather.
Yeah.
What else?
How
about the standard of living in Vancouver? Because
standard of living in Vancouver is really high.
Very high standard, right?
Very everything. The cost of living is very high there.
Like what?
For the rent, the house prices, the groceries, gas prices. It's very high.
Gas prices is expensive.
Yeah.
If you compare in Alberta, the gas prices here is like
30 almost 40 cents cheaper.
Oh, see, that's why I told you better come and move in Alberta, Canada. It's cheaper if we compare to British Columbia, right? But it's because he chose to stay in Vancouver. It's because of the weather, just the weather factor. So because your family is almost here in Alberta, right? Do you have a plan to move back here in Alberta?
Yes.
You have a plan?
Yeah, but we have to settle our finances first, and then I'll come back to.
If you give me some of your ideas, like the comparison between Vancouver and Alberta, which is better to live?
Alberta is cost of living is way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Yeah.
Houses is
cheaper.
Cheaper. When you buy a house, is affordable.
Affordable, yeah.
And if you buy a house in Vancouver,
it's really expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Right.
It's over $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah. It's very expensive to buy a house in Vancouver. You have to have lots of money.
That's true.
But and still that it's not easy to get into that housing market. It's very expensive market. People a lot of people are losing money. They can't afford it.
Right.
They're leaving Alberta. They're leaving BC.
They move back to Alberta, right?
They're leaving Vancouver and moving to like the suburbs, like Burnaby or New Westminster or Surrey, because
something outside Vancouver.
Outside, it's more affordable. Yeah.
Right.
Or going to the Okanagan.
Right.
Yeah, it's Okanagan's house prices are really cheap in the Okanagan.
Right. Yeah. So because you are born and raised in Alberta, so can you tell me what is the most you love here in Alberta?
The sunny weather.
Sunny weather.
Yeah.
Because in Alberta, even though it's winter, we have a long winter time.
Yeah.
We always have a sunny. But in Vancouver, I think it's always rain, right?
Yeah. From November to like April, it's like there's not too many sunny days. There's a lot of gray and dark days, gloomy days, a lot of darkness. Yeah.
It's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Hey.
A lot, yeah.
So, do you like snow?
I don't mind. I grew up in snow.
You grew up in snow, so you don't mind to snow, right?
No.
So the reason why he moved in Vancouver is the weather, and that's all, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Otherwise, Alberta,
I still be here.
you will still be here. Actually, he came and visit us here in Alberta because his family is in Alberta.
Yeah.
And he married my cousin, so he's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Right? So, thank you so much, Robert, for sharing your ideas, and I appreciate for your time, and thank you for visiting us here in Alberta, and enjoy the good weather in Alberta. So
Yeah, this is my second visit here.
this is his second visit in my house. So
Yes.
you're always welcome, okay, my brother. So anyway, if you have a plan to migrate in Canada and you don't know which province in Canada where you settled in, at least you have some ideas. If you want British Columbia in Vancouver or in Alberta, it's either Edmonton, Red
Calgary.
Deer, or Calgary. It's all up to you.
Oh, they got Medicine Hat. They got Lethbridge.
Yes,
They got some nice little towns in Alberta
yes, that's
that are
right.
that are very friendly.
That's true. That's
And
true.
the thing about Vancouver is it's a beautiful city, but it's not a really friendly city.
Why?
It's the people are always in a bad mood.
Bad mood.
When I come back to Alberta every year, I noticed it's a way different. The people are smiling, they're happy, they're more relaxed. That's the big difference I see. Yeah,
In Alberta.
in Alberta. yeah.
Right. So how about the driving in Vancouver?
The driving is is not very good. There's too much traffic,
Traffic in
And
Vancouver is traffic because
lots of
we were
traffic.
there.
and then you
Yeah.
got a lot of. And then you got all the gangs. You got all the gangs and
Drug addicts.
You got all the drug addicts and gangs in Vancouver.
Right.
And Vancouver and especially Surrey and Abbotsford in the Lower Mainland, a lot of gangs there.
Wow.
It's
hey.
not very
It's not very safe.
not very safe there.
Especially when you have small children.
When
right?
you have small children, you could
Right.
be because there are so many over the years in Vancouver. There's so many innocent people that got shot, and they were at the wrong place at the wrong time because
Right.
from gang shootouts. They don't just shoot, they do their shootings in broad daylight. They don't care about people walking on the street or families. It's very dangerous. You have to
Right.
be very careful. Yeah.
So at least he have shared his ideas because he lived there for almost 30 years in his life. So whatever he shared, that's his own experience. So because I live in Alberta, I prefer to live in Alberta, but he still like to live here in Alberta too because that his family live in here. So can you tell me more about what you like and you dislike in Vancouver?
What I dislike in Vancouver, there's a lot of rain there.
Lots of rain.
Lots of
Yay!
rain. Yeah, lots of rain.
We love rain in Alberta.
Yeah, we
because
like- I
the
mean, I mean,
farmers love rain.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love rain, but there's a lot of rain. There's a lot of gloomy, cloudy days in Vancouver.
Right.
Yeah,
So how about in Alberta? Can you tell me something good in Alberta?
the weather is always sunny here. It's always
Always sunny.
and they probably have over 300 days of sunny year. There's lots of sunshine in Alberta,
Lots of sunshine.
and you get the nice mountains in Alberta.
beautiful sceneries.
Beautiful sceneries
have
in Alberta.
beautiful sceneries.
Yes.
I can see. If you want to go to the mountains, you will appreciate the beauty of
Yeah.
Alberta.
And if you live in Calgary, it's maybe a 2-hour drive, less than 2-hour drive, and you'll see mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, Calgary is one of the best city in the world, the most cleanest city in the world. You know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
This year 2002 is the second cleanest in the world. 2019 is the number one cleanest and nicest city in the world. We're talking about the world, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, how about Vancouver? I thought it's a beautiful. Vancouver is beautiful.
It's a beautiful city, but
Beautiful city, yeah.
it doesn't compare to Calgary or Calgary's a way cleaner city.
How about the job? Can you easily find a job in Vancouver?
I guess you could if you looked hard enough to find one. But yeah, But right now the
economy.
economy is not
Because of
the,
this
the,
COVID-19, right?
the economy is not so good in Vancouver right now.
Right.
But it'll take time to come back because everything bounces back eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, Robert.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time, and I appreciate what you share about your ideas about Vancouver and in Alberta. Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate. So, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any comments, just ask down below, click and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so thank you so much for watching,
Okay,
and
thank
God
you.
bless to you, and bye bye.
Bye.
High five.
Okay. Okay.